Alright, y'all. I thought I'd go over what I'm taking for food. I haven't even finished getting my pack video uploaded yet. But thought I'd go ahead and go over food. I really just threw this together right now. I mean, this is pretty much together right now. I just went to the store and got the last little bits. Originally, I was planning on taking some dehydrated meals like Mountain House and that kind of thing. And then I started thinking about, I really want to have something with taste to it. So I went out, and I love pancakes in the morning. Really love pancakes, especially if they've got 100% pure maple syrup. Great stuff. By the way, this bottle, which is 32 ounces, expensive. It's about 21 bucks for this bottle of syrup. But I'll tell you what, the only reason I'm going with this one and not a cheaper one, by the way, is because this one's made out of plastic. You're not supposed to have anything glass in the boundary waters, as far as, like containers, because they're afraid people will break them and, anything like that. So it's harder to pick up a broken glass bottle than it is to pick up an empty plastic bottle that's been thrown up or thrown down. So that's why I picked that. Also, I've got 3 containers of Shake and Pour Bisquick, 2 big ones, 1 small one. This is enough to feed me and the professor for one morning, and those are about half again as big. So that'll feed us definitely. What I'll probably do, because if you look at these, all of these, the powder's right there. Powder, you can see the powder level. What I'll probably do is open these up and consolidate them into one container, and then lock it back down. That way I can measure it out, and I can always add a little more to the mix or whatever. But that way I don't have to carry 3 separate containers, because each one of these containers has to be carried out, empty or not. And so if I can carry 1 container instead of 3, I'll do that. Then, as far as the rest of my breakfast when I'm not eating pancakes, I've got oatmeal. I've got 4 brown sugar and maple and brown sugar. You see those there? I've got 4 where are these? Apple and cinnamon. So and I'm the type of person, I put 2 packets for one go. 1 packet of oatmeal is just not enough for me. Just depends. I mean, if I'm eating something else, then that's cool too. Before I put these back, you can see I've got two cans of coffee. This is the smaller one. This is the 11.3 ounce. 2 of those. I've talked to people that back in the day used to go up on canoe trips, and they ran out of coffee and everybody was miserable. So I want to make sure we've got more than enough coffee. Coffee's one thing I don't mind carrying extra of, because you can have it any time of day or night. It just doesn't matter. Some people might not want to have it right before they go to bed or something like that, but as far as me, I can drink it. I can drink a whole pot of that stuff, and it would not affect me one bit as far as energy. It's just, I guess I'm whatever you call it, desensitized to caffeine. But so that's my breakfast. I've got coffee, I've got oatmeal, and I've got pancakes and syrup. Then as far as dinners, I wanted to go 2 ways. It's not going to give me much of a variation, but I've got 4 boxes of macaroni and cheese. Now these are supposed to be made with 1/4 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of butter, and then the cheese packet. I hardly ever use anything but the cheese packet, and just a little extra, leave a little bit of water in there, because it tastes the exact same to me. I'll probably sprinkle a little bit of butter buds in there, which is basically dehydrated butter, but that's it. And then if I want, I can add some of this chunk light tuna into it and have kind of like a tuna casserole type of thing. Or I can eat these plain, or I can add these to my ramen packets. So I've got 4 of these, and I'll eat a box by myself at a time. I think the professor's bringing food. Not sure. If he isn't, we can always pick more up. So I got 4 of these, 6 of these. So I can always add the tuna to the ramen too. And then for a snack, I'll probably end up grabbing another box of these, but they're strawberry Nutri-Grain. The only bad part, these are really good, by the way. So are the blueberry ones, but because they're nice and soft, they're wonderful. But the only bad thing about these, they got a lot of fiber in them, if you know what I mean. So that Thunderbox will be getting some use. So I'm going to be taking quite a bit of bannock because I'm like a bannock fiend now that I know how to make it. So I've got peanut butter. I know some people like to put peanut butter on their pancakes too, so you can do that too. But peanut butter is packed full of all kinds of stuff: protein, carbohydrates, calories, all the good stuff you need. But I'm not a super huge peanut butter fan. I do like it, but I'm not like crazy about it. So I got a small jar. And then Nutella. That stuff, if you haven't had it, it's hazelnut spread with skim milk and cocoa. It is just awesome. It's great stuff, and I love it on bannock. Let's see what else. I'm taking a bottle of oil. This is only part of a bottle of oil, but I think that's more than I'll need for cooking and seasoning my cookware. Also, I can use this for my sharpening stone that I'm taking with me. It's a little Arkansas stone. I can use it to put on there too. So, like I said, I'm going to make a big batch of bannock to take with us. I've got the stuff to make bannock behind me here. I didn't put it in here because it's kind of, you know, non-fat dry milk. I'm not taking this whole box of non-fat dry milk. I'm just going to mix a big batch of pre-mixed bannock up. You know, the powder stuff. Then I'm going to take a baggie, not this whole baggie, probably about half of it, of brown sugar, because it's good in the oatmeal. You know, you can use it on your pancakes if that floats your boat or tickles your pickle, whatever. But it's good in that, and I'm also thinking about trying it in the bannock, making more like a dessert type bannock. I've even got a little flask that I might put a little rum in and try that recipe, because that seems to be a popular one on canoe trips. And then I've got a bag of flour. So that's my bannock ingredients. Some of the stuff I've already got. Oh, I've also got a thing of baking powder, because that's one of the ingredients required. But I'm going to be taking quite a bit of sugar because I'm a big sugar fiend as far as coffee goes. Also taking tea bags, which are not here. That way I can have a break in the evening if I want to have a tea, because it's not like when you're out, out here in public and stuff. You can go to the, corner gas station and get you a soda of just about any kind, energy drinks, milk, all that stuff. You can't have that up there. It's hard. It's too hard to take care of. So when you have stuff like I've got a jug of Kool-Aid that's actually in the other room, pre-sweetened Kool-Aid that I'm going to take. It's about this size, and that's great for mixing with your water, because after 8 days of nothing but water, when you're used to drinking flavored drinks, it starts to get a little monotonous. So I've got Kool-Aid. I've got tea bags to make tea in the evenings if I want. I got sugar for that. I've got sugar for my coffee, and sugar for the bannock if I need a little extra. So that's that. And then kitchen sink. Now we're getting into utensils. This is a 10-liter kitchen sink. It folds up in here, and when you open it up, it just pops out. But that's for washing dishes. You can use it for gathering water from the lake to filter from, so you don't have to sit at the edge of the lake. You can use it for doing your whore bath if need be. You can do, those of you who don't know what a whore bath is, it's basically where you have something like this with some soapy water and a rag, and you just get the dirty parts. You know, you're not taking a full bath. You're just wiping the stinky bits. You know, the pits and the face and that kind of bit. And I'm not going to go in. You guys know the stinky parts. But you can do laundry in it, and you know, some people might say, well, you're going to wash your dishes in the same thing you took a whore bath in. Why not? I'm using soap, and it's going to be rinsed out when I'm done, so it's not a huge deal. And it's like, you know, it's not like my cooking utensils aren't going to be up to high heat when I'm cooking anyway. You guys have seen this. This is my Boy Scout or Girl Scout, whatever, plate, aluminum plate, cast iron skillet, 6-inch, and then my Sea to Summit collapsible bowl. I may end up taking a bigger skillet just because it'll be easier for us to cook, you know, more at a time. My bush pot. The reason I'm taking 2 pots is because, one, I'm going to have something else I learned from the professor is have hot water on hand. It's real nice to be able to just pour hot water in your cup, add some coffee, and you're good to go. Or whatever you need it for. Actually, I have some cooking oil in here. This is probably going to be enough, but you never know. I also have my cup in here and my little scrubby pad that I used to clean my pots with. And this system seems to be really working out good for me. But this way I can be making coffee in that thing and be cooking the water for my meal in this one, or vice versa, or whatever. This is just a big stoneware, enamelware, or whatever. This is, doesn't say how big it is. I think it's like a liter or 2, something like that. But it's actually, it came with a percolator. It's meant for making coffee, but in here I have my spatula that I carved at the professor's that actually worked great for flipping pancakes and bannock. Great spatula. It's small, it's lightweight, and it fits in my kettle. Then I have my brew bag, which you guys have all seen, I think. We'll go over it real quick if we haven't. In here I've got things like butter buds. This is dehydrated butter. I've got garlic powder. I've got Lowry seasoned salt. I've got my spork that I eat with. I've got some camp suds. This is good for dishes, clothes, and personal hygiene. 1 packet of that Kool-Aid mix, that powder. That way it's pre-measured out for a liter. So, or one of my Nalgene's. I got some extra coffee packets. This is Starbucks Bia. A little pocket stove. I'll probably put this away. I'm not going to probably take that with me on this trip. I always take it with me camping though. Some cocoa. I'll probably put more cocoa in here. A few tea bags. But I'll definitely put more tea bags in here. I'm going to have 2. I'm going to allow 2 a day for me. If the professor wants to add some in there, he can too. And then I've just got a container of salt because I'm a big salt fan. And that's it. So like I said, I'll probably add more cocoa. I'll probably add more tea, and that'll be good to go. And then so that's it for that. Then I have one other utensil that goes in here, and it's that little plastic thing I showed in the Adirondack shelter video. Then I have this is a lesson I learned last time I was up there. A lot of people go through the boundary waters, so a lot of the good dry wood that's good firewood is picked clean. So I've got my 1 fuel canister and my Optimus Crux. This is going to be my backup stove. Actually, it's going to be my backup to my backup. My first choice would be to cook over a regular fire, because it's the easiest. But then I've got my little wood stove here. This little guy's great little stove. You take this out, you set this down, you put this on top, and basically you put your pot on top, you start this fire, and you can cook in here with nothing but little twigs off the ground, which people aren't going to pick up for a fire. You can't even see that. And pine cones and crap like that, just little crap you find along the trail. And I can cook in this just as easy as I can on a fire. So That's my first stove. The reason I'm using this as my first and this is my backup, because once I use this fuel canister, I'm screwed as far as this one goes. So I want to try to save that as much as possible. So this could be my first choice, because pine cones and twigs and everything is plentiful up there. So I can use that. That's if I can't get a fire going because there's not enough wood for some reason, which that is very, very possible. Other than that, this will probably all go into a dry bag about the same size as my tent dry bag. I might throw in some more stuff because I just don't feel like I've got enough here. I mean, I know I do. I can get by on this for more than 8 days. I know I can because I don't really eat that much. But because I've got 6 meals here, 4 meals here, I've got 4, let's see, 2, I got 4 breakfasts there. I've got about 4 or 5 breakfasts here. I'm gonna have a couple more of these. You know, with all the bannock, I've got that. I don't think I'm gonna need any more than this, and I'm happy about that, ecstatic about that, because the last time, between 2 of us, we filled a canoe pack. I mean, a big canoe pack. We filled it, and we just, by the time we got done, I still got crap. Well, I don't know anymore, but when I got back, I still had a ton of crap left over from the trip that we just didn't eat, and so I don't want to take any more than I have to. So what this will probably do, because I'm gonna try to consolidate the professor and I's food. So I'm gonna probably get two or three dry bags, put all my stuff in one, put all his stuff in one, and then we'll put the cooking equipment in the third one, and then all that is going inside this bag here. This is just basically a giant dry sack that's a canoe pack, that happens to be a canoe pack. I mean, it's humongous. You could fit a dead body in here if you really wanted to do that. But it rolls up just like a dry sack and clips. And then on the back, you've got a nice padded back. You've got nice shoulder straps. You've got a waist belt on here, a fairly decent waist belt. You've got a nice grab handle, all that good stuff. So this is what I'm hoping to put all our food in, because not only will it keep any water out, which is not a huge deal, because I mean, the water, there's a very slim chance any water is going to get in here, but it'll help keep the odors down so bears don't come around. Because not only is our food going to have to go in here, our garbage bag is going to have to go in here with all our crap left over, because we're going to have to leave no trace. So, which is cool with me, because I want to keep going to the boundary waters and I don't want to go up there and have it all screwy. So that's what's going to happen. I've got a line that I'm going to keep with my kit that I'm going to have with my canoe, or with the canoe, so we can line it if we have to. I can use it on portages, I can use it for my tarp ridge line, I can use it to rig a bear bag, whatever I got to do with it. But anyway, guys, this is my general food selection. Like I said, there might be a few odds and ends I still might add, but this is pretty much it. It looks like a lot from what I'm looking like on camera, but it's really not. It's really not that much stuff. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, all that stuff, I'd be happy to hear it, and what you guys think of this setup, especially anybody that's an avid canoeer. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you for watching.